Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we're testing out the new Sephora Ocean Crush Sponge, aka the Peony Blender. As you beautiful people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So, I was scrolling through Twitter the other day and somebody was twatting about these little bitches, and the moment I saw them, the first thing I thought of was Peony. It may just be my mind's failure to ever mature, but I actually hopped online and it seems like a lot of people thought the exact same thing. So many people, in fact, that when I tweeted about running to Sephora to grab these little bitches, my tweet was put on all these Twitter stories and mentioned in articles and stuff, so I was like, okay, now we have to do a video about it. And of course, we had the haters who said, it looks like seashells, grow the fuck up, to which I say, honey, no. I will never grow up and I will never not think these look like uncircumcised penises. Let me just sip my juice that I squeezed from a juice box. Yes. So yes, my ass ran to Sephora to grab these. These are part of the Ocean Crush collection, and they were actually pretty affordable. I believe this was like 12 bucks, which is pretty comparable in price to like Real Techniques. I think they might be $1 less. But I am on the Sephora website right now. This has almost 4.5 stars, but it also only has 3 reviews, so not that popular. What the fuck, Sephora? I was wrong. This has like 10 reviews, but the first one is, I love that they're bringing back the blending my makeup with a ball sack trend. Another person says, at least it's circumcised, which, no. Oh, fuck me. Other people are making political jokes because of the color. I will stay the fuck away from there. I always wanted to apply makeup with goat teats. The only actual review here gave it 4 stars, and they say it is a good sponge. It's comparable to the Beauty Blender, but it soaks up a shit ton of product. Oh, I want to make a joke about sucking, but I think we all got there. But it does suck up more than normal, and they say that the little ripples on it, which are supposed to be ergonomical and fit into your little spaces, are actually more of a hindrance. Despite all that, though, they still recommend it, so yay. Sephora says this is a set of 2 seashell makeup sponges that apply and blend beautifully for a flawless makeup finish. These shell sponges apply and blend liquid and cream makeup into the skin. The material is bouncy and soft for an airbrush effect and smooth, flawless result. Ooh, sensual. Shaped like a conch shell, geez. Shaped like a conch shell, the sponges have multiple ridges and points as well as a flat cut edge on the base to apply makeup to larger areas on the face. So I think it is definitely safe to say it is ribbed for one's pleasure. They do say to care for it like a normal sponge, stroke it gently, wait, no, that's not right, wash it gently with mild soap and water, jeez. But all jokes aside, let's take a look at this packaging because it's kind of fucking adorable. It comes in this thick, extravagant, double-layered packaging featuring an explosion of glitter. Fucking hell, this video is gonna get flagged so freaking quickly. But honey, we have only just touched the tip of the iceberg because I'm noticing that there are legitimate swimmers in here. Like, did nobody at Sephora stop, take a look at this, and think maybe this is not the best idea? Especially to put somewhat questionable content and floaters in between the packaging and the product itself? Like, really? They're just asking for every inch of criticism. Fuck, I mean every bit of criticism, jeez. But without further ado, let's release the Kraken. Oh my god. It was like a fucking Kesha orgasm over here. Okay, so if you're gonna buy this, don't open it rapidly because the glitter is not entirely sealed in there. I mean, it is kind of held under there by a... Oh my god. I shit you fucking not. Do you know what this looks like? This is not helping the situation at all because this looks like a... This looks and feels like a glitter-covered penis ring. You're killing me, Sephora. You are making this review so hard. But for real, might use this later. Oh my god, the glitter is sticking to me like, I think we all know what it's sticking to me like. But, oh, let's feel this little guy. Ooh, damn, that's really soft. Like, really, really soft. Oh my. This brings back fond college memories. But no, it feels like pretty much every sponge out there, it might be a little bit more airy than the typical sponge, which might be why it soaks up so much product. But no, it does feel really nice, and they say that the ribbing on it is supposed to help you get really deep into all those crevices, but honestly, I don't have anything on my face that's shaped like that, so I don't know where they're wanting me to put this. I can get everywhere around my nose with this flat side. Maybe it's for around the mouth? The bitch is not sold. But here the size is in comparison to the normal sponge I use. The normal one is a bit more dense, and it's actually a little bit bigger too. And it's not like I'm really that much of a size queen, but nobody ever said bigger wasn't better. And I do want to say that I am going to compare these two. This is just like a normal $1 sponge, but I love this so much. Like, it does so fucking good. But I'm only doing that because a lot of sponges actually actually perform different. Like, I've gone through hundreds of sponges in my little YouTube career, and I've noticed that I can use my normal foundation, and with one sponge, my skin will look completely porous and like shit, but then with another sponge, it'll look airbrushed. I don't know that the sponge has much to do with how the product lasts throughout the day, but I mean, we will still do a wear time test because why the fuck not? And I typically like to use my sponges wet, and I think we're all curious to know if this little bitch is a grower, so let's go ahead and put it in some water. Ooh, it's instantly growing and swelling. Ooh, ooh, yes. Oh my god. Holy shit, it actually is getting really big. That is always a good sign. But really, it also feels really, really fluffy, like fluffier than most sponges that I use, so I really am thinking that's why it soaks up so much product, because it's not as dense as the typical sponge. So here's what we're left with. This is the dry sponge. This is the wet sponge. It looks like it probably doubled in size, which I'm not complaining. It's not the most impressive growth like my beauty blender, which I think like triples in size, but still, it's not about the size, it's about how you use it. Let's go ahead and dip my generic sponge in here, and I really wish I could remember where I got this because I would totally link you, but I honestly have no clue. But I've used this sponge hundreds of times and it's still in like perfect condition. Here we have both moist sponges, and honestly now they're about the same size, but there's still a really big density difference. Like this one kind of feels like a cotton fluffy pillow, and this one feels like a memory foam pillow. Fake butt, real butt. Still though, not a bad feeling. I'm super excited to do a look with this, so let's get on into it. And even though it's snowing outside in my apartment, here it is hotter than a fucking ass crack in Africa, so I'm definitely gonna prime my face so that everything doesn't just melt off. And to do that, I'm using NYX's Gold Primer. For foundation, of course, the bitch is gonna go full coverage, and I've really been enjoying combining foundations lately, so under the eyes, I'm gonna go in with Makeup Revolution in the shade F4, and then for the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Superstay in the shade Classic Ivory. And neither of these products are actually my correct color, so we'll see what we end up with. So I think we're actually gonna start with this half of my face, and on that half, I'm gonna use the Peony sponge, so let's go ahead and see how this daddy works. And I am going in with a rib side because I want to use this side for concealer. Ooh, but look at that. It seems to be blending out really, really nicely. It is doing exactly what they said it would, and it's soaking up a shit ton of product though. But at the same time, it doesn't really appear to be taking away from the full coverage effect at all. Actually, this may even look better than my normal sponges. So let's go ahead and go in with the generic sponge. You know what? This is actually soaking up a shit ton of product as well. I can't say that it's soaking up as much, but it definitely does soak up quite a bit. But there we have it. I mean, both sides look great. I don't know that I can safely say that one side looks smoother, but at the same time, this side almost does look a little bit smoother. Let's move on and try blending out concealer. This is Shape Tape in the shade Light. Oh, there's fucking hair in my mouth. Let's take the clean side of the Peony blender and blend this bitch out. Oh my goodness, you know, I have to say this one does feel very, very soft and relaxing on the face. And it's blending everything out fabulously. Like, really fabulously. Let's switch sides and go in with the generic sponge. Yeah, I think that's blending out pretty much the same. In fact, it was almost easier with this one. I don't know if that means this soaked up more product, but it was just a lot quicker to use. But nonetheless, both sides look amazing, though I am noticing right now there's a lot of creasing happening with this side, but there is none on this side, which is very unusual for me. I have no fucking clue what the hell is up with that. But even as I squint with both eyes, like this one keeps creasing right there, and this one is completely fine. Turns out the answer to all creasing is applying it with the penis sponge. And even though this isn't creasing on this side, I'm still gonna set it with some Laura Mercier translucent powder, and same for this side. And since we're putting these to the test and my under eyes are baking, let's go in with a cream contour. This is the Anastasia palette in the shade Chocolate. And I know this does stain, so I'm only putting it on one side, but let's blend it out. Maybe? Maybe not. Hey, this does not want to blend out at all. Okay, fuck this. We're going in with a brush. Fucking hell, it won't blend out with a brush either. What the hell? Ow! Hey, let's try it on the other side. Yeah, this shit does not blend out with a sponge. And anytime I review pretty much anything on this channel, I always like to do a full look just to see how everything plays together, so feel free to skip ahead. I will not be offended, but let's get into the eye look. I went ahead and primed my eyes, so to set that, I'm gonna dip into Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee with a big ass brush, and I'm gonna set that pretty much all over the eye from lid to brow. I've been all about doing simple ass looks lately, so that's what we're gonna do. Then I'm taking a fluffy brush and dipping into Makeup Geek's Faux Fur, and I'm gonna blend that out all along the crease and use it as a transition shade. And we'll just blend the fuck out of that in back and forth motions. And then on a more compact brush, I'm gonna dip into this kind of plummy color. I have no idea who this is by, it's just sitting in my Z palette. And I'm gonna place that pretty low on the crease and blend it up. Then I'm taking some of Makeup Geek's High Wire on my finger, and I'm gonna put that all over the lid. And then we'll take a little bit of that purplish shade right on the lower lash. I'm just gonna tightline the upper lash with some some liquid liner. What the hell, let's just do a wing. And a little nude liner on the bottom. And here we are with the final look. For lips, I ended up going with a combination of Wet n Wild's Nudie Patootie and Rebel Rose. And you know what? Shit still looks really, really good, but I gotta be honest here and say that this side is visibly a lot smoother. It's not a huge difference, but it's definitely a difference. So let's go ahead and do a quick little wear time test with this. I will see you in just a second. And we are back. It has been about 5.5 hours, and truthfully, this foundation combination is pretty fucking bulletproof, so not much changed. But throughout the day, I've looked in different mirrors as the lighting outside has changed, and I gotta say, this side still looks really fucking good. It's not like there's a huge ass difference between the sides whatsoever, but when I'm looking at it, this side just looks a bit smoother. I know that this sponge is only a couple bucks and this sponge is like $6, so I don't know if it's worth that extra money, but I might actually go and pick up a few more of these. Again, not that huge of a difference. I really don't even know if you can see it, but like in this area, it just looks really good. Maybe it's all in my mind and just because I like the shape of it, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I like it. It does definitely soak up quite a bit of product, but I don't know that it soaks up any more than a normal sponge does. Either way, peony jokes aside, it is a good sponge. Can I live without it? Yes, but am I gonna still use it? Definitely. Do I think it's worth the money? Knowing that you'll get a shit ton of use out of this and it comes in a 2-pack for $12, that's pretty damn cheap, so I think it is worth the money. If I did have to find a complaint, honestly, I would say the packaging. Even though I love glitter, there is glitter all over my fucking floor now. But I don't think I have a complaint with the product itself. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified. Is there a bug in here? Oh, you little bastard. So that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepopluxe.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepopluxe.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.